and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Our last episode... what did we do, Orbo? Oh yeah, target practice. We were doing some of these archer quests, and they involve target practice. And they involve more target practice, and today we're continuing that by defeating some enemies after doing some more target practice. Pretty simplified, but I hope in today's episode we'll actually start getting to the actual story. And we'll go for about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. Again, we're trying to ease back into our 40 to an hour-long domain. It's going to take me a little bit, but we're slowly working on it. Now, where are my targets? Looks like I can get there from here, so let's go. And let's see how difficult these enemies are going to be to defeat. Remember, I am over-leveled, but who cares? That just makes it a little bit easier for us. Not like I could picture this being difficult for anybody of any level, but, you know. Alright, should be, okay, the second left. Noted, let's go. Honestly, I cannot wait for this archer to become a bard. I think I'm curious what all abilities I unlock. Because right now, they're pretty simplified of shoot arrow until better arrow comes up. Alright, there we go. Eastern Shroud. So we gotta kill some tree slugs and vultures. Ooh, what fun. And they're right here. Nice. I don't have to go very far. Level 10 tree slugs. Poison and super shot. And you're done. Poison into super shot. AoE attack, nice. And you're done. I should have poisoned you anyways. Always start with poison. And get out of here, you hornet swarm. Not my target. These tree slugs are my target. Of which I pretty much two-shot. Nice. And how many of these do I have to defeat? Ooh, some level 12s. Maybe they'll be more of a challenge. Probably not. Let's go with the poison tick. Yep, do you have a chance? Oh, I got a hornet swarm on me. 1 second. You're not my target, why are you fighting me? You might get hawk shot. Or straight shot, whatever. Alright. Only 2 more slugs, and then we gotta find some vultures. Ooh, I hope they are not difficult to find. Probably not, but only time will tell. And there they are. They weren't hard to find at all. Didn't have to go out of my way. They also get 1 shot or 2 shot. This is incredible. These bugs, go away. You're beneath my level. You don't even have a red name with them. I thought only enemies with a red name meant aggressive. That's just annoying. There's a vulture. Boom. You know, if it wasn't for the RNG, I'd probably love this class. But maybe as you level up, that doesn't become an issue. Maybe. That was a waste of a straight shot. How am I not in range? There we go. Now a straight shot. Only a few more vultures and we got this. Then we can use return because it's early enough in the video. It should be up if I need it again. Then we just can straight shot you and that should be it. 1 more, right there. Target sighted. And venom into blood. Goodbye. And with that, let's get some more story. Yes, it does sound good. Now the question is, will the story actually be good? I mean, to be fair, the Paladin wasn't bad, or Gladiator. The Black Mage was a little bit better than Gladiator. I'm not saying one was better than the other, but it just was. So we'll see how this goes. We're on level 10 mission of 30, which means we got like, what, 4 more left, and I'm not seeing the story yet. Judging by your smug expression, I can't smirk. I think you acquired a feel for maneuvering to exploit enemy weakness while covering your own. Yeah, one shot and then they're gone. Vultures are wont to keep their opponents at wing's length, and their attacks will send you flying. Didn't see that happen. The solution to this is simple: maneuver to the rear. I didn't need to do that. Tree slugs, on the other hand, have an annoying knack of disrupting spellcasting with their secretions. Oh, I think... Okay, if I was level 10, hypothetically, I did see that the tree slug did an AoE attack, which would have interrupted spellcasting because you gotta move. I'm guessing that the vulture would have had a cone attack, you'd have to get behind him. So they are supposed to be teaching you this stuff. I'm just too strong, and I already know it. As such, you would do well to keep the creatures away from any mage in your party. Noted, if that applies to every other slug in the game. Needless to say, good positioning is key to success in battle, which is why it is absolutely essential that you know your target's traits. So look it up online. Yeah. The knowing of these traits is a fundamental part of hunting. Yeah, every hunter needs to know its prey, I know that. Before the Keepers of the Moon conceived of archery, they dwelt not in the city, but the forest. For my people, hunting was a way of life. Are you really trying to tell me your specific people created archery, even though like one of the most common things for everybody to create? Whatever, not gonna question it. In hindsight, I suppose this is more of a lesson on hunting than on archery. You think? Still, Lucienne knows well my past, mayhap that was her intent. Hunting, too, is an art. Before I came to Gridania, I never gave it much thought, but the more I think of home, the more I began to realize, forgive me, I'm not given to fits of sentiment. Truly, I forgot I said anything. But do not forget that a hunter must recognize his prey's weakness and strike swiftly when the opportunity presents itself. Quick time event. That concludes the lesson. Now I suggest you pay Lucienne a visit. She is doubtless eager to hear from you. More story. It is good to see you, Mechanist. I hope you have learned much from Lei. Kind of. You, adventurer, is it true? Are you the one who slew the tree slugs and vultures? Me or a million other gamers out there. Yeah, it was me, it was easy. How dare she entrust the security of our people to the hands of a stranger? Your people were threatened by level 10 tree slugs? I knew me were reckless, but she is downright irresponsible. Shame on her. I'm gonna put an arrow between your ears, or I'm gonna pierce your ears with an arrow. Did I not warn you that it was folly to suffer that woman's presence in our guild, Lucienne? Every time she wastes an arrow on game, she drags our noble art back into the darkness. You have a very high opinion of yourself, and I don't think it's earned. Aye, and this boy too. He is an embarrassment to us all. Boy? I'm gonna smack you with my arrow. That is quite enough, Silver. Even the name Silver, I think that's how you pronounce it. This ego drips from it. Your skill with the bow is undeniable, as is your love for our nation, yet there is much and more you have yet to learn about archery. Mechanist has matured greatly in a short time. Wasn't short, but he has been with us. You know this to be true. I suggest you come to terms with the Mechanist's presence here. You'll be giving him his next lesson after all. Unless, of course, you have any objections. Good. As for you, Mechanist, I would have you devote yourself wholly to training ahead of your lessons with Silver. Suffice it to say, he would not be an easy instructor to impress. I'm probably higher level than you. On that, we can agree. Cool, bow and equipment I have no use for, so I'll give you that money. Woo, another quest done. That was difficult, wasn't it? Yeah, I know, it's laughable. We're overleveled, but we got an ability with this, so we're getting good. Repelling shot. Jump 10 yalms away from current target, cannot be executed while bound. Is it just a get out of there move, or does it do damage? I guess we'll find out. And another bow. But this was gonna be worth it. Welcome back, Mechanist. You were here 1 second ago. I trust you have been keeping your nose to the grindstone. I don't have a nose. As I mentioned when last we spoke, you'll train under Silver's tutelage today. Put aside your misgivings and avail yourself to his wealth of experience. Go now, present yourself before him. This is gonna be annoying. I see it was too much to hope that you would not return. Others believe that you have potential, but I am not so Can I just bring up the fact that you go from an archer to a bard? The bards also use bows. So, like, are these people just pathetic compared to a bard, or am I missing something? Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens when maybe that bard just combines music with the bow, so technically a skilled bard is the same as a skilled archer, it's just music? I guess we'll see. Others believe that you have potential, but are not so easily convinced. Like so many other adventurers, you have not the faintest inkling of what it means to be an archer. And how could you? Archery is the proud tradition of the Wildwood Elizin. The essence of this art, to read one's enemies, has been installed in us over centuries. In that time, we have defended this great nation against every imaginable foe, granting us insight which you never possess. And yet, as a black mage, I had to save you from, the Empire, Ramu, a couple other things, but yeah, clearly you archers did all the work. Can you recognize the subtle signs that betray a coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movement? No. A, how do you know, and B, can you? Can you glean your foe's intentions at a glance? No. And can such things be learned by one who knows nothing of our traditions? No. Ooh, so help me, I want to take this quiver and put it in a place you wouldn't like. It is only out of respect to Lucienne that I have agreed to teach you. Go to the East Shroud and seek out targets hidden there, without presuming this to be more target practice. As I told you, the ability to read one's enemies is fundamental to archery, that the trials set by my colleagues do not require you to do this. Mine will. Targets you think will have been hidden, and I do mean hidden, sure, in the midst of a region rife with savage beasts. They will play the part of your enemies. In the unlikely event that you spy a target, your limited range will necessitate that you slip past the bestial guardians prior to taking aim. A feat I consider beyond you, Was that a frown? No. Mayhap you are thinking that me set you on a similar task? You are wrong. Just that you merely consider where your foes are. I demand that you discern precisely where they will be. Now, how will you go about this? Observe them closely and discern their characteristics? Learn to read their movements and recognize patterns in their behavior. Basically anything you learn from playing a stealth game. If it has eyes, then let it not see you. If it has ears, let it not hear you. Be neither where it is nor where it needs to be, and thereby pass on. This person's so pompous I can't even read. But enough talk. Whether or not you heed my counsel is your decision. I will shed no tears if you fall, fail, frick you. I can't be that pompous to talk. I really can't. Okay, off to East Shroud to destroy some more targets, where the enemies are going to harass me. Oh, what fun. Alright, here we are, Chocobo Go. I really can't wait to max out the speed of these things. You can still check the speed mount, but I think the only way to level them up was to actually progress the story, so Technically, we are not making progress towards that, but you know what? It's fun playing different classes. And when we're done with this, we'll level up Warrior, and we're basically going to go through every class, get them up to the point of our Paladin, and then we'll switch between classes every episode. That way we can keep it fresh. And of course, we stopped at a good point. I think we're taking on, what, Shiva or Leviathan next? Oh, no, it was Garuda, wasn't it? It was Garuda, right? Yeah, it was Garuda. Let's see, there's a target and nobody's attacking me. And there's another one and another one. These are enemies I already took care of. They're not aggressive. In fact, the only annoying part about this is that there's a, whatchamacallit going on, that event. Carrying baggage. I think that's those done. Ah, here we go. Vultures, that will bug me. You know, all I can say is I'm glad they don't make me fail if I get hit. Now, target the target. Boom, another one down. Well, let's see, there's one there and there's one right there. Almost missed that one. Oh, let's say it did hit right, and we're done. We're done, right? Did I glitch it? There we go. Okay, you had me worried there for a second. And we still got like 3 minutes on return, so I got to run back. But we could take a little stroll, and again, none of the enemies except maybe the vultures, which we fought last story mission, would have bugged us. So, I don't know what he was going on about. I think it was just being pompous. Yeah, I hate people like that, where it's like, oh, let's see if you can do this challenge that only somebody like I can. And it's just like, you know, everybody can do this challenge, right? You know, it's that person who plays the easy mode, gets a high score in easy, and then brags about playing. You know, it's one of the things like, do you take a challenge on easy or hard? It's the same game mode, just difficulty-wise. And then they get like the high score in easy, and they claim to be the best when they're playing easy, not hard. So they can claim like, oh yes, I've got a high score and blah 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 blah. Well, they don't tell you it's an easy mode. Like, Guitar Hero. You can play those songs in easy, medium, hard, expert. It's like bragging about getting 100% on Through the Fire and Flames. But forgetting to mention that was easy and not expert, which we all know is borderline impossible. Anyways, enough with my little rant. Let's go guess an ability. A lot of people out today. Alright, time for some more jibber jabber. But then after this I get repelling shot, because, yes, that makes sense. Hi, I'm back, it only took me 5 minutes. Hello? I'm here, let me... Okay, we'll be right back. And we're back, sorry about that. I guess the servers crashed. Or I did, one of the two. Anyways, we're back. So you've returned a passable performance for an adventurer, the bare minimum for an archer. Yeah, sure. I carry with me generations of Wildwood tradition. You know, I'm all for tradition, I respect tradition, but when you only brag about tradition, it kind of implies that you are going off the word and hearsay and reputation of your traditions, rather than proving your own skill. Just saying. A tradition built upon the bones of the many outsiders who tried to take what is ours. It was my ancestors who first learned how to conceal their presence and fight from the shadows, to hold the enemy at a distance and protect the weak. Of all it, everything was, this is a waste of time you cannot understand. You're wasting my time. But if you are so intent upon following the footsteps of my people, I bid you go into the North Shroud Ixali scouts have been sighted near the river west of Etat Spire, that's a name, and unless you are entirely ignorant of Gridanian history, I am, out of choice, I need not explain that this act of aggression is part of a centuries-old conflict. The minions do not matter, but their leader, Nezval Catlin, the Violator, that's a name, who must fall. He commands the scouts and will be well guarded. He stands upon hostile ground, with birdmen and not walls for protection. If you are diligent and determined, you can slip through their defenses and slay their leader. This is the art of Gridanian archery, so basically be a coward, like I said about Gridania. Embrace the wisdom I have bestowed upon you, and fight will be short. If you see the deed done, adventurer, I will take it as proof of your commitment to us and labor no more to drive you from the guild. Now go. So you say, but let's be honest, you're keeping up. Alright, where are we going? Now, I wonder again if this is supposed to be like a stealth mission or not. I guess we'll find out. Where am I heading? North Shroud, oh, right there. Nice and convenient. We will take it. Hopefully this does shut him up for a minute or two. Because I cannot take any more of that pompous attitude. I can take attitude, I can take being a jerk, but it's the pompous attitude that I just don't like it. That's probably why I have a problem with royals and nobles in games and fantasy. I just don't like it. Not to say that you can't have a good king, but the pompousness, that's what I have a problem with. Okay, waiting in peace. Let me guess, he set me up to be vanquished. Oh, it's an actual mission. Nice, we're getting somewhere finally. Let's see, defeat the enemy. Okay, do we take him out one? You know what? Orbo, should we take it out one after another or try to sneak around? One after another? You got it. Because this should, I mean, look at that. Look at the damage we do. Yeah, I don't know if this is what you're supposed to do or not, but it's what I'm doing. Makes the most sense, right? Oh, strike from the shadows. Strike fear into them from the shadow, and yeah, just pick them off one after another. Pretty obvious. Plus, we're ridiculously strong, even being downgraded in terms of levels. So, goodbye. Only one more left, it looks like. I'm sure we could have snuck around, but that's no fun. Take care of you, and now super shot. Boom. And let's see. Oh, there's another guard. Goodbye and good riddance. You are not welcome here, apparently. I don't have a problem with you, but apparently Gridania does. Okay, yeah, now I see that you're not supposed to sneak. Well, you're a fool. I'll just say that much. But luckily I can one-shot these creatures, so yeah, just don't perish on me, please. And that's all but the leader. I cannot poison you. I said poison. Thank you. Oh, this is to train me how to do team battles. Stay out of range and just pepper them with shots, right? You know, I'm just gonna focus them down. This is the objective, right? I don't care if you have guards. And look at this, getting no procs. I should be getting a proc any minute now, but I'm not. That's why I don't like RNG. And don't bring up Terraria because that's not the RNG I want. And we're done. Good, we made it about 30 minutes. We are doing better. And next time, hopefully we'll go for the full 40 again. Yeah, I'm hopeful too. Gotta take it slow, you gotta ease back into it. Mainly my system has to readjust. Alright, now the question is your pompous attitude still here? And I guess we can see what the repelling shot's like. Alright, what do you got? More attitude? Even I struggle to credit the Citrus reports. Yeah, here you are, and Nezu Catlin, the violators no more. That a goddamned adventurer should be so. Yeah, I see you're still full of pompous attitude. I hope you go away after this. You can go on vacation. I'll send you there first class. Only by the grace of Mimian herself. If that has to do with Gridania, then I will not take those blessings. Could you have survived? But even though it was pure luck, yeah, see, you did it. And I'm still not going to give you credit for it. Just the pompous attitude. I'll keep my word, Mechanist. Should you stay or should you go, I care not. You know what, I think my problem with this guy is causing me to overheat again. Orbo, get on that. Thank you. And I'll be finishing up anyway, so I'll join you off camera. Let's see, you have completed the task and are no longer my responsibility. Go now to Lucienne. She will doubtlessly wish to lavish you with praise. Or you'll get no more from me. Off with you. Just give me my repelling shot. I'm given to understand that you single-handedly drove off the Exali scouting party, and that you did so with precision and guile. How exactly was that training, Lucienne? Mechanist just an adventurer, Sylvier thrust him into the jaws of the enemy, and hoped that he wouldn't come back. And when against all expectation he did come back, that stubborn fool still refused to acknowledge his skill. Is that truly your impression? It's obvious. Well, yes, he said it was pure luck. Mere noise. Sylvier sees Mechanist's skill. No, he doesn't. Of that I have no doubt. Did you not mark the way he covered his mouth when he uttered the words? It is a habit of his to do so on those occasions when his tongue and his heart are in disagreement. For his skill at reading the idiosyncrasies of others, he has yet to recognize his own. Impressive work, Mechanist. You have applied yourself to lay Sylvier's lessons and demonstrated your command of the core concepts. You are now an archer in your own right. Allow me to teach you something to commemorate this accomplishment. Repelling shot is an advanced technique that enables an archer to evade attacks whilst continuing to fire upon his opponent. Used wisely, it can grant you a brief respite in the heat of battle. I wonder if I'll have use for it. I have faith that with regular practice you will learn how to best employ it to your advantage. Remember your senior's lessons as you strive for true mastery. And I have no use for any of this, so once again, give me that gold. So next up, we should be level 20 mission. And ability unlocked, repelling shot. Let me just see what the next mission's description is. Let's see, a bow guildmaster wants to do more things. To catch a poacher. Well, I guess we'll do that next time, because we are out of time and I gotta go help Orbo adjust my system to make sure I don't keep overheating. Well, at least we made progress and got a new ability. I will take it. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been the Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.